Hello.
Hey,
Nice
hi.
shirt.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I got the same one as him, but he washed off the Pink Floyd thing.
What is the biggest highlight of the movie?
What is the biggest highlight of the movie?
Oh well, that would be telling. So I can't say. You're just the biggest highlight of the movie will be people seeing it in December. Really, it will, because this is the end for both audiences and for us as filmmakers doing. I mean, I just keep on hearing how many years these guys were actually at it for, over 18 years and 15 years. It's just, I came in and did virtually a fortnight on this film, but it's a huge honour to be a part of it and just to see what I've tapped into with that.
Yeah, but it's amazing what you can achieve in a fortnight on
Well,
these
yeah,
movies.
it's true. You can do a bit in a
he's played
fortnight,
the
it's
most, one of the most iconic characters in literature, and so brilliantly. So it is amazing. It's an amazing achievement.
Thank you. Well, likewise, Bunny. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. And I defer to the master. But it was amazing. It was an amazing thing to be part of. So yeah.
If you could come to Comic-Con as a civilian, what would you like to be able to see?
I am a civilian. I pay my taxes. I eat. I do other things that people do. That's normal. No, I think the way to do it, if you don't want to get mobbed, is to put a mask on. I think that might just about happen at some point.
What is the biggest highlight of this movie?
I have to say, meeting Cate Blanchett.
Oh, well, thank you.
We just met earlier today, and I have to say, I'm a little bit doing this press. I'm a little.
Well, me too.
How much fun is it to get everybody in one place?
Here now? Well, I've never been here before to Comic-Con, so that's a first for me. And then there's a lot of actors who I didn't get to work with, and so I've seen them. I've seen pictures, I've seen bits and pieces that Pete and Fran would show us when we came onto set. But to actually be here in the flesh, it's really special, and it won't happen again. So it's a bit sad.
But it's also, it's like we, kind of with each other, the movie makers, and then what's interesting about Comic-Con is that we get to be with the fans too, and share the story with them, share their enthusiasm for the story, and that's a unique opportunity.
How do you explain that it was so popular that it touched a nerve in the comic or even in the pop culture?
Well, the books are so iconic. They're almost like working on a sacred text, and that can be a little bit daunting, I think. But because Peter, if you look at his really, really early work, he's really daring in that he understands deep, deep ugliness. And so I think he's brought that, which used to be his sort of indie aesthetic, he's brought that to mainstream cinema. And so he's fused what is a kind of almost a sacred work of literature with this kind of inherent ugly side of humanity. And so he's created something utterly unique. So I can understand why the fan base is so big.
What's your take on that?
I agree. It touches on the big themes of life. When I was on set, I was amazed at how many people would come visit us who were sadly at the end of their life, and they were so moved by the Lord of the Rings and the way the Lord of the Rings dealt with what comes next. The courage to face what comes next. And I get chills talking about it because the fact that, Pete and Fran and Philippa looked into that direction with such an open heart and bravery is meaningful. And I think it's part of the reason the movie resonates in so many different cultures and across the world the way that it does.
You guys, thank you so much.
What is the biggest highlight of this movie?
The biggest highlight of this movie, being in it. Being in the movie. Yeah, that's the biggest highlight.
What about the whole audience?
Pardon?
What about the whole audience?
For the audience, if I told you that, I'd be spoiling the film, wouldn't I? Because there's some very big moments in the third film. It's the climax of a very long journey. It's a huge journey for everyone in the film, including my character. If you've seen the poster that we released this morning, it's a picture of this lone figure silhouette of Bard the Bowman facing a gigantic dragon, so the tension is there. It has a real powerful pace to the third movie. So there's a lot of highlights and lots of low points as well.
Tell me about your experience at Comic-Con this year.
Yeah, it's been great. I came 4 years ago, I think it was, with another film, and I'd only been shooting films for about 2 years before I came here, and it was quite, it's a lot to take in, a lot of people, and but this time I was ready for it, and it's been fun to come with such a loved film as The Hobbit and a franchise that people have cared about for so many years, and So yeah, to walk out on that stage this morning in front of 6,000 people, it was magical. I felt lucky to be there, lucky to be surrounded by brilliant talent. You know, I was on a stage with Cate Blanchett, for God's sake. I mean, it's like, come on, it was an amazing experience, and the love and the warmth you feel from the audience is. It's palpable, and that's what's fun about Comic-Con. It's like, you know, everybody's here for the same reason, and there's this electric energy, and it's great. It's very positive energy, which is a nice thing to be around. So much negative energy around, so this place has got a lot of positivity. All right?
Thank you.